Good morning, good morning, good morning. Yes, sir. Welcome to the Daily Grind. How you doing out there this morning? Good, I hope. I hope you're having a great morning. Hope you have a great day today, all day, by golly. Let's get crack-legged. Sin. You hear that word all the time, sin. I call it self-inflicted nonsense. Here's the only sin that I believe is out there, and that's the one where you think you're separate from God. You can't be separate from God. That's not possible to be separate from God. God dwells right inside of you. He put a little piece of Him in you, and that's what created your life, and that's what keeps it going. So you cannot be separate from God. It's not possible. However, you can think you are, and that can cause all kinds of problems. When you think you're separate from God, you don't feel loved. You don't feel love for others. You feel less than. You feel there's so many things that are bad that you don't, you just it's not good. You lose your connection. And once you lose your connection, which you really can't, but you think you have, all sorts of spiritual sickness comes from there. You do things that just aren't the best for you or other people. And it causes you problems ultimately. Now, you may cause problems for other people, but ultimately it causes you a lot of problems. Hate, discontent, greed, lust, all that kind of stuff that's just not so good for you, that all comes from the thought that you're separate from God. When you understand you're not separate, that you're one with God, and you clean out the nastiness in your brain and in your heart, and you find that connection that's in there already, life changes. It gets real good. You just feel better. There's hope. There's love. There's light. It just, I don't know how to explain it other than when you do it, it's amazing. And your whole world is different. Now listen, God is love. That's all God is love. Why wouldn't you want a connection with that? God also has infinite wisdom. He has the wisdom and knowledge of everything there is to have. Why wouldn't you want to be connected with that? I mean, that's pretty good power to have on your side, something that fills you with love and knowledge and guidance and direction. Man, that's just incredible. When you think you're separate from God, you feel like you're lost a lot of times. You're angry, full of resentment, hate. When you know you have that connection, all that stuff disappears. You don't feel lost anymore. You might at times, but it will be a short time because you make that connection and you get the guidance you need and the help you need to get back to feeling good and doing good. There's just no better way to go. So as far as I'm concerned, that's the only sin there is out there, is the one where you think you're separate from God. Now, there's some places that teach you're separate from God, but that's not the truth. The truth is you cannot be separate from God. God is everything. God is everyone. And you can't be separate. The word said, ye are gods, yet you do not believe ye are God. So believe that I am God, and you are brethren with me, or you are my brethren. So if you're his brother, and he's a son of God, then you're a son of God or a daughter of God. We are all connected, period. There's no way around it. And if you just find that connection, just make that connection, you'll see quite an improvement in your life. How do you find it? Well, it's inside of you, for one thing, so you don't got far to go. Clean out the anger and the hate and the hurt and the guilt and the shame and that sort of stuff. Just clean it out. Talk to somebody. Get rid of it. Process it. Move it on. And then it's a natural occurrence. You just find that connection and you just feel 100% better. It's just the only way to go as far as I'm concerned, or the best way to go. You can do whatever you want. So you've got free will. God gave us all free will, and he will not override it. So if you just want to believe that you're separate and that's the way you want to go, then he won't override that will. That's your choice. But I can tell you, for me, when I changed my mind and went the other way and made that connection, life got a whole lot better. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Over.